Hello everyone! We're back of Trails Through Daybreak yet again. I just want to start off here because I guess how it works is that when we get to a new location is when things start getting a move on here. Which is interesting to note. I just thought it would be nice to point out considering everyone's actually being shown now. It's kind of funny that it didn't show the rest because we didn't really have any actual plot going on. It was just kind of chilling over here. No complaints here, but hey. Also, Agnes, why are you wearing that outfit, considering where we are? That is not a good idea, girl. You should really get some, like, short sleeves. She's wearing a goddamn sweater in the desert. What is her deal? And look, she's wearing an extra layer here. Honestly, everyone's kind of screwed. I feel like Fairy's the one that's most appropriately dressed, but even then, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like, she still's got quite a bit. Like, maybe there's some breathing room on that clothing, but...
big-ass building must be the place.
Eh?
It's called the Aljamera Hotel. And yes, we'll be meeting there later.
The big ass.
I can't wait to see it up close.
You and me both, girl.
Well, you'll have to wait a little longer. Let's keep moving.
Since I've been in Tharbad... Oh, okay, this is not the same guy. It's time of the year, but when I heard there was gonna be a film festival, I couldn't not come. Who wants some kebabs?
Buy something?
This one's new.
See you again.
Whoops.
Alright, check in at the end. I really do like this music. I didn't get to pay attention to it enough before, but I listened to it a bit off camera, thanks to a friend posting it. And it's just really solid. I'm a big fan of it. And I haven't heard this composer actually do like town themes before, I don't think. It's like a nice blend of like usual Trails stuff and also has like a bit of a different twang to it. And here we are in the market, I suppose? Hell yeah, I like this. Oh shit, wrong dude. Hell yeah, I like this place already. All this hustle and bustle's my kind of scene. Wonder if he's much of a people watcher. Nah, I guess he's more of a people talker. Tharbad's famous for its bazaar. The last time I came here, I remember there being traditional music and dancing and stuff. That one girl right above Fairy's name reminds me of like Jill from Final Fantasy 16. Ooh, that sounds fun. I'd love to see some of that. Hey, I recognize those things. Don't you smoke stuff out of them? That's right. I've heard about them before. They're hookahs, traditional devices that come from the Central East. Huh. Didn't expect to see that type of stuff mentioned here even. Right. Can't say I'm into smoking, but all this talk about vices has me keen on trying some of the booze around here. Save the sightseeing for later, folks. We got an inn we need to check into first. It should be just past that sign over there. Oh, hey. Oh shit, already, huh?
Come on, Sarah. We've got to get going.
Okay, right behind you.
These are the two from that we saw at the start of the chapter, and that we also saw in the CG just at the start of the episode. On the title screen, I should say. Fairy, it's good to see you. How have you been? I'm doing great. Nice to meet you. Nice to see you too, Miss Hala. Oh, I see. This must be where... Yeah, this is where me and the rest of the crew stayed before. It's neat to see it again. Fate has a strange way of bringing people together like that. Anyway, welcome to Tharbad, everyone. 2 rooms, right? I'll show you where you'll be staying. Follow me. Glad to hear it. After you. Enjoying the rooms already. The boys. I see. So you're living and studying in Edith these days, are you? I'm impressed. You've grown so much in just a year. It's no big deal, really. I still have a lot to learn. I always have to ask Agnes to explain stuff to me. I feel so bad for her. Please, it's fine. I enjoy teaching her things. Our fairy is a quick study. Also, it probably helps you brush up on stuff for, you know, when you're learning stuff at school and whatnot. It makes sense to get a bit of a refresher in other ways. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I can't wait to see what the future holds for her. So you're her boss, right? Make sure you do your job too and look after her well, got it? Ow! Well, somebody thinks pretty highly of you. Yeah, she's always been real nice to me. This'll make for a pretty solid crash pad. Rooms are clean and the food seems decent. Guess it's time to get to work now? That it is. Dingo says he's done getting us some 4 SPGs ready too. Let's take our time resolving whichever ones catch our eye and then head to the Aljamira Hotel in the entertainment district by noon. Sounds good to me. Great, then off to work we go.
So, where's the nearest bulletin board?
Good question.
I think there's one in the bazaar.
Sounds likely enough. Oh boy, time for the NPC rounds, the death of everything. Oh damn. Easy to park your camels outside. What, do they have motors in them? Little gift from home I brought with me. It's time to start talking business. If all the places still lacking paved roads, even these days, there continues to be a place for traders like me who go around on camel. Those orbital hookahs I've been seeing must be really new. I didn't see anything like that when I was in the city just last month. I might have to get one and try it out. They look like something you could smoke even while on camelback, not just when you need a break. Smoking's bad for you though, don't do that. You're those Jaegers that stayed with us last year, weren't you? Looks like you're doing well. If I remember, you really enjoyed our kofta, didn't you? I'll be sure to get some for you while you're here. Wow, thanks, Khosrau. I can't believe you remembered what I like to eat. You really are as good as your mom says. Everybody in my clan was saying you're really going to be an amazing owner once you take over. It's no big deal. Your clan is just one of the more distinct guests we've had, so your preferences came back to me pretty easily. Trust me, I've got a long ways to go before I'll be ready to run the inn. But that doesn't stop my mother from trying to jump the gun and get things moving. Things? What kind of things? Oh, it's nothing. You don't need to worry about it. She'll forget about it and move on sooner enough, I hope. What is it, like an arranged marriage or something like that? There's a lot to learn. Cool. Talk to the proprietress. Last time you stayed here, folks want to see more of the world. Yeah, Van's taught me so much. The only problem is the more I learn, the more I realize just how big Zamiria is. It makes me want to see more of what's out there. She's never gonna make it home. Now that you're out on this new path, it's only natural to keep wanting to learn more and more. Though I guess she has been kind of disowned. Oh well. Just begun for you, there's a lot more for you to discover. Tonight or later, I'd love to hear all about what you've seen so far. Sound good? Okay. I can't wait to talk about it all with you, Miss Hala. Alright, what else you got?
Looking is always free, you know.
I feel like that was very much just the generic shop voice. Let's see. Gourmet points. Don't have one of those either.
For more anytime.
Don't worry, I'll have to freaking go insane one of these days with them. I never... Oh, we already own one of those, but I haven't made it yet. Alright, let's see what you got, hotshot.
Man, why's it gotta be me?
What do you mean? Are you that bad at cooking?
Thank you would be nice.
No, you're not getting it with that attitude. Trust in your own cooking more, buddy. Here we go. Wow. Underground waterway. Well, that place has got to be pretty dried up. And they said they're pulling from the oasis, so I'm sure it's okay in actuality, but you never know. Still really nice. I like it. In fact, the heat makes it like I'm visiting a whole other planet. When I left home, but after visiting Cray and Remiferia, I now get a kick out of traveling as far as I can. Michelin Beach was shipped in from the Central East. Huh? Wait, Oh, what is all that about? Oh, wait, no, literally just the beach in Michelin. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, this girl just kind of stands out like a sore thumb to me for some reason.
You won't find this just anywhere. This place has got a totally different vibe from Longport. I like it.
Yeah, you can learn a lot about a region by walking around a big city like this.
I can imagine.
Good to know. I'll have to remember that.
Groups of tourists that look like you. Must be Central Eastern too, right? Wait, what? Eating? Aw, I thought you ride those things. Damn. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Thank you much. What did you say, though? Since many of them think as beasts of burden, but they're eaten pretty regularly. Yeah, it definitely surprises me. That's kind of sad. They're like companions that carry everywhere, and then you just kind of end up cooking them up. I mean, and granted, I guess that some are probably more fortunate than others, but it's kind of a shame. Good to get a bit sparing on the budget. Tharbad or Elsame are rich, but as you can see, most of us are a lot more humble. Circumstances can definitely vary depending on where you go in the Central East. Sounds really tragic. Wait, just how much Kadas has fallen in the wake of its development and all that. Interesting, yet more world building. I mean, I say that, but like literally almost every single line in this series is some type of world building. Like you go and talk about the most random thing, and technically it's building one thing or another. It's either building very small niche interests, letting you know about the economy, the different countries in the world, the different locations. Like there's just insane amounts of detail.
Thanks for shopping.
No problem. About training yourself to a hookah? Nah, I'm good. No, I think I'm good. No, I'm sorry, bro. I'll talk to you and see if there's anything right, but no, I'm good. You know, so far between the eating camels and the hookahs, I can't say I'm too big of a fan.
Not this way.
All right, not allowed to go that way yet. Wait, was I able to talk to the... No. Okay, it was just you. I thought I was able to talk to the camel. I was like, hell yeah.
See if you'd like.
Just dancing in the back street here. It's in my practice routine. Oh, the pair of sisters. Yeah, those two. Nice little dancing animations too they even got here. Oh shoot, the Bracer Guild of Tharbad. It's fair to say that Tharbad acts as a bridge between the Principality of Elsame and Calvard. You can see that in the film festival. The Elsame royal family has set high expectations for it. They've directly invested in it. As both a proud master of Elsame's royal sword fighting style and a bracer in general, it's a genuine honor to watch over this region. You know royal sword fighting? Wait, I know you! You're really famous in the Central East for being the strongest Shamshir fighter. Wow. Guess that means you got quite the reputation back home, huh? You were born in Elsame, right? Sounds like you have close ties to this branch of the guild, though. Huh. Maybe we'll end up seeing this guy, like, if we ever go to this Elsame place in a future arc. I do. At first I worked in Ludos, Elsame's capital, but the Calvard branch was kind enough to extend an invitation, and now here I am. I miss home, to be sure, but I couldn't pass up this opportunity. It's a huge privilege being stationed in such an important city. It allows me to be of use to both Calvard and Elsame. I'd like to believe that it was Arusha's will that brought me here. Seems like a cool dude. 5 years? Huh. I've been seeing more and more trouble. It is what it is. Cool guy. Renton. You must be the people from Arcred Solutions. I've heard all about your exploits in Edith and Lawnport from Alvis. He always grumbles about you guys whenever you come up. What the heck did you guys do to give him a fuse like that? You'll have to ask him. You're a friend of Alvis though, huh? Guess I can see it. You two look about the same age. We're actually a year apart, but we came up in the guild around the same time, yeah. We worked together a fair bit when we were junior bracers. I was the first one to get promoted up to C rank between us, but I think I might not stay ahead much longer. Right, we heard about you. I remember Alvis was getting pissed because he was getting left behind. He says he's on the verge of hitting B rank. Gonna have to hustle if I don't want him to beat me. Sounds like you guys have got yourself a nice little rivalry. I know what it's like. I've got some folks like that over in my theater. I wouldn't say it's anything that serious. Just a little friendly competition, I guess. But I have done my fair share of training while traveling all over the place. I want to make the most of my time while I'm out here. Plus, the city has its problems right now. As a bracer, I can't just ignore them. I have to do something to help. Good on you, man. As someone who looks pretty laid back on the outside, you actually sound pretty passionate about your job. Respect. I think we're gonna get along just fine. You don't sound like the type of guy who will give us trouble like Elvis. I like when Van just like, no, you seem like a cool dude. Oh yeah, I forgot that we were supposed to have a B-rank bracer coming in to help from the main branch. It'll be good to have that extra help around, but I can't let myself become dependent on it either. Is that Fee, I'm guessing? If I'm gonna hit that B-rank myself, I gotta try and pull my weight as best I can. It's gotta be Fee. Like, I mean, we know that Zin and Elaine are A-rank at least, so it ain't gonna be them. They mentioned Fee's rank already, but I also forgot it already. Swiss cheese brain. I've been hearing a lot of talk about you guys since you came into town. You have, huh? Guess word travels pretty fast in these parts. It does, although the main branch told me about you all as well, so I'm a little familiar with you already. Including what you guys got up to over in Lawnport, apparently you were even more capable than expected. Wow, would you look at that? Sounds like the guild's giving us some props. About time, if you ask me. Yeah, but that also means we now get a reputation to maintain with these people, especially in light of what's going on. Not that we mind taking a load off the guild, ain't the first time. Don't expect us to take everything. We still reserve the right to decide. Except from the person, you know, controlling me, who decides what I do and what I don't do. Usually they're kind of a slave driver and make me do everything, though. I understand. We appreciate you being so upfront about it. Don't worry, we'll be careful in what we choose to pass on to you. We simply appreciate your ability to handle some of our load and delegate responsibilities among yourselves as needed. As you can imagine, we have more on our plate than simply providing security for the festival and sorting out any tourist problems. Sounds like the guild can be investigating something on their end too. All the more reason to help them out then. Not only will they owe us a favor or two, we might be able to get some intel out of them. Tharbad's peculiar, yabba yabba, treating whatever business brought you here. Bear in mind the complexity of the situation before making any moves. Gotcha. Anyone up here? Nope. You know, it is one interesting part, I gotta say. Also, damn. Generic bracer lady, very pretty. What I was gonna say is, unlike previous arcs, in Crossbell and Cold Steel, you kind of imitate like bracers in a way, and they kind of bring attention about like, hey, we're just copying the bracers in what we do, yada yada. And I do like that instead of going that route, it's just that Van still does similar type of work as like the likes of bracers and like the police and whatnot. Some of it's a bit more unscrupulous, not as much, but the thing that I like about it is that we also focus on... Crap, what was I gonna say? In addition to all of that, we also focus... Shit, I lost my train of thought. What am I doing? Okay, give me a second. Okay, yeah, I was just gonna say that we take stuff... Instead of being called out as copycats of bracers and whatnot, we instead just kind of take off from their workload and we just get like commissions to deal with stuff for them. And I think that that's a real nice way of doing it. Like, you know, keeping the same type of game formula, but putting it in a different light compared to usual.
Be like that. It's nice to see young people going out and enjoying new things. It brings a smile to my face. Not to mention if we cling to our ways too much, we as a people will have trouble getting along with those of the West. Though those orbital dapukas can go get buried in a dune, that I'll grant.
That's Forsaken Film Festival. Fountain in the... Hey, huh? Back in my day, we treasured water. No, I definitely kind of get you on that one, old man. Like, taking water for granted and making it frivolous when you're in a desert is like a ballsy-ass move, if you ask me, and seems very wasteful. Kitty! Game won't let me pet the cat. Absolutely terrible. Never playing this game again. That seems like where we went that one time. Dude, I saw this symbol up here and I thought it was Bowser for like a quarter of a second. Like I saw like the snout, or what looked like Bowser's snout. Here to cause trouble and more happy to help you here. Yada yada yada. I'm basically just doing my first rounds here, and then I'll just, you know, I'll cut out future NPCs a bit, but there's talking to some of the first ones is a bit more important, I think, or at least doing the first rounds and, you know, talk to NPCs the first time and then cut them out every other time when they're not important, or if I don't deem them as important enough. I think all of them still value our traditions and culture, even if they won't say it out loud. I know that because they all still come down here to the temple on the holidays and pray with the elders. Important, and I'm glad to have it. Huh. Neato.
Welcome, Urusha, the winning goddess. Religion.
Sorry. I've talked to it. There's so many churches in this game already that I'm just kind of like, yep. Actually, was there one in Lawnport? I'm trying to think. I think that was we actually didn't have one there. I just experienced the one in Edith in particular, so actually there's multiple in Edith. What am I on about?
Problematic Longboat's getting out of hand.
Wonder what his problem is. Keeps mumbling on about someone.
Beats me. Could be someone who needs our help.
Yep. Alright. We'll come back after we check the thing. Klim. The Jinn appears from the lamp. It repeats the first word and leaves. Huh. I know those. Those are in Golden Sun. Hehehe. Tell me stories of different morals all the time. Weird stories where you're from and led to hear them. Knows a lot about that type of stuff. Huh. Nice little kids having a bit of... Is it a cultural exchange? I mean, I assume that these people aren't locals, considering how white they are. It wasn't, like, meant to be an insult. It was just kind of meant to be, like, an observation. Like, they'd probably have a bit more tanned skin if they were actually residents here. Like, come on, when you're getting blistered by the sun constantly, you're definitely going to have a tan instead of being too pasty. That's just kind of how it is. And I never anticipated that our son would hit it off with one of the local children. Wise and broad-minded, so I'm glad he's getting exposed to other cultures. Yeah, it's also a shame, though, because that means that when you have to leave, they'll have to go away from a friend they made. Looking for an opportunity to bring my family. It's a perfect stroke of luck that he's found a friend. Hey, maybe it'll lead to something more and you can move over here or something. Manager, kleptomaniac girl at the bar has popped up again. Huh? Rely on the cops or the guild and make this a headache. Think you could catch her and hand her over to me? Sure. Wow, a 4 SPG already?
Guess Dingo got the word out about us. Good to know.
Is there really that much demand for spring goods services in a town like this, though? This isn't like Lawnport where Hayway calls the shots. The bracers can operate without anyone else pushing the squeeze on them, right? Yeah, actually, the Tharbad branch is right over there. There's definitely bracers around. Yeah, I know, short stuff. We kind of already went there. This is all true, but anywhere you go, there'll always be more people with sensitive needs who can't use bracer services easily. Also, bracers are kind of limited in number, so depending on how many people you have, there's just naturally going to be gaps in your defenses, you know? Plus, with the film festival, almost here the guild's probably... Exactly, short on hands, yep. Right? Then I guess we picked a good time to show up and help these poor folks who'd otherwise fall through the cracks. See, exactly what I was saying.
Exactly. But remember, we're here on a mission. We can definitely help, but don't lose track of our priorities.
Lose track of priorities, got it. Way ahead of you. Alright, talk to you proper this time.
Hey there, we're with Arkwright Solutions. You the manager looking for some help? Turn up quick, my name is Fazil.
Alright. Cut to the chase.
By all means, take it away. Around my post, we've been having problems with a young girl who routinely steals from the stalls here. Looked the other way until now, but unfortunately it's starting to get out of hand. Some say I should just turn her into the police or guild, but I'd rather not do anything that drastic. I mean, I've seen her. She's a kid. I was hoping you folks could wrangle her up for me so I can sit down and talk to her. Try and work something out. That's all you want us to do? I'm guessing this is going to be one of the split decision on it, maybe? If that's the case, you really could just talk to the guild. I'm sure Bracer would be happy to help you. I can see why you would think that, but I'm just interested in helping her. I don't want to get her in trouble. The Bracers, being who they are, would likely feel compelled to come down on her if they knew how much she's stolen. That's why I thought you and your team might be my best option. You don't need to deal in absolutes the way everyone else does. For a guy running a business org, you sure are being lenient with such a big-time shoplifter. What gives? Why do you want to give this girl a pass? It's hard to admit these days, but it's a fair question. You see, when I was her age, I was also destitute and made ends meet by stealing whatever I could. I was lucky enough to eventually find a job that let me earn an honest living. I shudder to think what would have become of me if I hadn't. I see a lot of myself in that girl, and want to give her a second chance. Sure, I getcha. Still awful generous of you. Okay, I think we have a good grasp of the situation. I can understand why you felt it was best to come to us. Does that mean we're going to take this job? You bet we are. Only question is whether to start right now or save it for later. So this one's kind of required, it seems. We're good to go. Let's hammer out a plan of attack. Once we found her, we'll get in touch with you. Sound good? Go to work now. If you need anything, yada yada. Now, with that settled, first thing we need to do is gather some more information about our little thief. We should speak to some of the merchants and find out what their experience with her has been. Definitely. Might not be the worst idea to check in at the guild and do a little asking around about her either. Sound of things, it wouldn't surprise me if they have at least some idea of what's going on. That's true. If she's been stealing lots, they might know some stuff. In that case, might as well hit up the temple while we're at it. I don't know what Tharbad's is like, but you think they take in orphans. They probably go out on patrols looking for them too. If this thief's an orphan, they might know about her. Good thinking. That's 3 stops on our tour then. Bazaar, Guild Branch, Temple. It's a good amount of people to talk to, but don't need to rush. Just take your time and do it right. Ready to roll? Let's see what we can find out.
Time to start working.
And there we go. A serial shoplifter around the bazaar. Yes, I've heard about her. In fact, I've seen people into the bazaar to... Wait, what? I've sent people into the bazaar to try and look for her. This young girl's committing crimes because she has nowhere else to go. It's our duty to take her in and give her refuge. That's so kind of you. How did the search go? One person did manage to see her, but only once. She's vanished into the ether since. It pains me to think we aren't able to help her. If only we could find her and at least talk to her about the circumstances. Alas. Wow, she must be pretty determined if she's trying that hard not to get caught. Thanks for talking to us, Father. We really appreciate it. Shall we go ask someone else? And here we are. Round 2. Yes, that's right. We're aware of a thief in the area. One of our bracers said they managed to catch a glimpse of her previously, but they haven't been seen hide nor hair of her while patrolling. So the city's on the lookout for her. That's good to know. Sounds like it could be pretty tough to find her. Do you mind if we ask the guild has a plan for what to do with her when they find her again? Initially, we were planning to take her into custody, of course, but Fazilla and some of the merchants asked us to not be too harsh with her. So for the time being, we've been hands-off about it. And that's pretty much what Fazilla told us too. They'd rather settle it privately. Which is fair. If the merchants want to try and resolve it themselves, we can't butt in. I hope that answers your question. Good luck with your search. Thanks. We've got our way of figuring these things out. We'll make it work. Time to find someone else to talk to. Let's go! And then we have 4 whole people to freaking talk to out here. We got a lot of people in the bazaar. Infamous little thief. Sorry. They keep saying that I just think of like the freaking thing you use in Ace Attorney Investigations to like reconstruct the crime scene. The superpower of Kay Faraday, the Yatagarasu. There are no consequences for what she's done, and she'll grow up to be completely immoral. True.
Well, we still appreciate what you had to share. Thanks, buddy. Basically just getting like opinions at this point.
Let me ask you something.
Oh gosh. And how much too? That'd be good to know. Remember, takes a lot. She's just a child. She can only carry so much. So I know for a fact that you're dealing with a loner. She's not in any kind of gain or anything like that. She's not in any kind of gain or anything like that. Never seen her working with anyone else. She's always by herself. To be honest, I do feel for her. You hate to see someone so young live like that. Hopefully either the police or the temple can take her in soon and give her the help she needs. That's what we're trying to make happen, ma'am. Thanks for talking to us. You've been a big help.
Need some spices, perhaps?
Get out of my way.
You won't find this just anywhere.
Can we talk?
See? Alright, she's in here constantly. 2 days ago. Alright, 2 days ago twice now. You can tell she's going through a real rough patch. Her clothes are filthy. I can't not help a kid who's clearly just trying to survive, you know? So the trick is, I make some food for her and she gets to steal it. Awfully generous for someone who's been targeted by her. You don't think she should be apprehended or something? Don't get me wrong, it'd be better for everyone if she stopped stealing from my shop. Last thing I need to is word getting around that I'm some kind of easy mark and more organized thieves getting ideas. But I don't have the heart to stand there and watch a little girl starve right in front of me, so I try to do what I can. Take good care of her when you find her, okay? I trust the bazaar manager will come up with something.
Of course, we're all on the same team. Thank you for talking to us.
You won't find
And
this
that
just
just
anywhere.
leaves you.
Let me ask you something.
Hello, Granny.
You're asking about the shoplifter? Yes, I've heard of her. She's never been to my stall, however, so I don't know much about her. A bracer actually asked me something similar earlier. I wonder what happened to her after that.
You said a bracer talked to you? What did they ask?
It was a while back, but I believe they were investigating how much damage she had caused. Personally, I have a really hard time seeing such a young girl struggling so bad. I pray that someone, be it Bracer or whoever, finds her and gets her the help she needs. I absolutely agree, ma'am. Thank you for your time. Whew, I think that's finally all the places we want to visit. Back to the bazaar and go over everything. Alright, I think we've dug up about as much as we're gonna find. Based on what we know, we can probably assume this girl has no friends or family. None living, anyway. She seems to live on her own and looks after herself and no one else. And she's pretty damn good at swiping stuff. Takes skills to avoid getting noticed by few people from around the guild and temple, outside of that handful of times. Which means it's not going to be easy to find her.
Don't worry, you've got me, remember? I'm sure if we work together we can nab her. One would hope. She might be better than average, but we are still dealing with a kid here. It shouldn't be impossible. Right, now that we know the score, we should try setting up a stakeout. She doesn't know what we're looking for. So with any luck, she might come out of hiding if we wait long enough. You really think, dude? How the hell do we know she's even gonna show up today, let alone when?
We don't, but two of the shoplifters we talked about did mention that they saw her 2 days ago. Enough time has passed that she might need to come out and forage again. I think it's worth a try.
That's my opinion too. As for where we'll set up shop, let's talk to the stall owners who saw her before. With any luck, we can all work together. Time is to catch us a rat. Gotta set a mouse trap out
Find this just anywhere.
and clamp it down. Alright, yada 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 yada. Shoplifter, somebody want to discuss with you, yada yada yada. Talk to each of the shoplifters. Set up a stakeout within the bazaar and see if she turns up. Manager hired you guys. You take one stall. You, punk, are sticking with me. We'll set up shop in the other one. Hope you don't regret bringing me along, Chief. Now you have to deliver and show me how good you are.
We've got this, Fairy. Yeah, we'll catch her, no sweat.
It's gonna be Fairy that catches her. I almost have no doubt. Oh shit, there she is. Dun 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 dun.
That girl over there, could she be the one? She does look really cautious of her surroundings, like a thief would when scoping a place out. She's so small. It's sad she had to steal so much in order to survive.
Hey, she's coming this way. That works out nicely for us. Once we see her steal something, we'll close it and nab her. Well, that's all the shopping I need done for today. On a different note, the film festival sure has brought an awful lot of people into town. Feels stuffy everywhere you go because of all the crowds. What a bother.
Can't complain of having more customers. Happy they're here. Apple in her bag and she thought no one was looking. Dang, kid. You really are smooth with your hands, as I've been led to believe. There's no need to be scared. We're what you might call problem solvers. We're not here to turn you over to the cops or anything like that. We just want to talk for a bit, that's all. Like it or not, we need you to come with us. Yep. Hey! How's it feel letting a little kid give you the slip?
Van, is everything okay? I saw that girl run towards the inn.
Don't worry, old man. We'll clean your mess up. Let's move, girls. And then you lose them. What was all that about?
Yeah, the street's pretty crowded. How'd we ever figure out where she went?
That must be the idea. Blend in all these people and get out unnoticed. Hell, if it's gonna work on a couple of pros like us, though. Gotcha, you little punk.
What the?
Damn, how the hell is she so slippery?
Did she literally just jump onto that tarp and start running on it?
Oh boy, I can already tell she's gonna drag this thing out.
Let me go after her next. I can handle heights just fine. I'll get her for you guys. She might be light on her feet, but she's not as light as this proud Kruger warrior.
Maybe it's gonna be Anya's then, because we've already gone for Van and Aaron.
Quit running! Stop right there! I promise you want to hear what we have to say, really!
Apple.
Hey, don't go wasting food like that either. I'm so embarrassed. She managed to shake me off too.
You should have forgotten the apple and stayed on her tail. What were you thinking?
But she stole it! Thought it'd be terrible for stolen food to go to waste like that. That's really admirable of you, Fairy. I think it's important to keep stuff like that in mind too.
She made a break for the entertainment district, which might actually be a blessing in disguise. That area is a lot more wide open, so she won't have nearly as many places she can slip into easily. This will be our chance to finally surround her and take her in. Everyone ready? Do. There she is, over there.
I don't see her anywhere, but she had to have run into this parking lot.
We're in luck if so. It's a dead end, she'll have nowhere else to go. Let's split up and search for clues, gang. I'll guide the entryway then. Knowing Gehenna, she'll get past me.
I think I'll go with him. 2 guards are better than 1.
Sounds good. In that case, Agnes and I will search the perimeter. Keep a close eye out for her. She could pop out and try to book it at any time.
Right. We'll catch her for sure.
Oh my god, I can check my truck. Van's pickup truck is parked here. When I get back, I'm gonna have to give you a full wash top to bottom.
Why? It still looks as good as new to me. Well, it is covered in sand.
Ah, poor guy. Can't stand to see his baby looking nothing more than her finest. She'll survive, old man. I actually like that they draw attention to the sand and whatnot. That's actually what I mentioned last time. That's actually really nice. Let's just walk her from behind or something.
There she is. It's the thief.
I'll circle around from the right. You flank her the other way, alright?
Okay. There you are. We finally found you. Do we really have to keep running? You must be exhausted at this point. Can we at least sit down and talk? There's someone who's really concerned about you. You shouldn't be stealing like this. Yeah, right. Why would I believe you?
Will you give it a rest already? We're trying to do right by you. You're not getting away from us. Just grow up and turn yourself in already. Running only makes it worse.
How could I let this happen?
There we go. Finally grab the child.
Alright, now that we finally get to meet, why don't you tell us your name? Can you do that?
There's no getting away now, kid. You have nothing else to lose. You might as well talk.
My name's Sinem. I know it's bad to steal from the bazaar, but I'm not sorry about it. If I have to steal so I don't die, then I'll steal as much as I have to. Period. That's fair in its way. Sounds like you really don't have much of a choice.
Aye, it's reasonable enough. In that case, let me ask you another question. Where's your family? How have you been living up to this point?
My mom and I used to live in the country, but eventually we ran out of money, so we had to move to find work. Ever since my mom got sick and died, I've been alone. I used to do random jobs while going from place to place. Oh, Sinem, I'm so sorry. You could have gone to the temple. They would have helped you. In fact, it might not be too late now. Maybe they'll still take you in.
Exactly. That's what I also thought.
You guys must be joking.
I'm more than just a thief, you know. I've done all sorts of bad stuff in order to survive, like delivering sketchy packages for people. Someone like me doesn't deserve to be taken in.
Oh, now you act all noble and mature. Some logic you've got there, kid.
Whatever. Are we done talking now?
Just turn me over to the cops and get it over with already. You're wasting my time.
No, I'm not going to turn you in. I brought these people in on this precisely to avoid that outcome.
Uh-huh.
Now, I'm not sure what to do. I was originally going to talk to the temple and ask them to look after her. What do you think? What should I do about her? Good question. Let me think. Oh boy. Try as she might to resist. Leaving her with the temple is still probably the safest bet. If not that, she at least needs someone who she can rein her in and set her straight.
I'd say take her in. Like, that just seems like, you know, you're the one that seems to care about her most. You can teach her stuff and have her set her on the narrow yourself. I definitely agree that with a personality like her, she'd have a real tough time fitting in over at the temple. Would you be open to taking her in yourself?
Actually, I'd thought about that as well. We have an empty apartment we normally rent out for caravans that's going unoccupied, so she'd still have a place to stay. You know what? I'll do it. This must be Arusha's hand at work. I'd be happy to be your guardian for a while and see where we go from there. I'll even have you come work with us at the bazaar.
Say what? Who would want a thief working there? Especially with everything I've taken. Oh, I get it. You just want to feel good about yourself for being so kind to some poor little girl who's down on her luck. Is that it? If that's all you really think about me, I'll stay on my own and steal to survive, thank you very much.
I was once in your shoes, believe it or not. There was this nosy merchant who couldn't keep to himself. He took me in, gave me a place to stay, taught me how to work, and eventually, I ended up in charge of the whole bazaar.
Wow. I always like stories like that. You know, people talk about cycles of revenge and breaking them, but on the flip side, I like it when there's like people that have chains of goodwill, you know? One person helps you one way, and then down the line you help someone else in the same way.
I've always wanted to give something back for getting a second chance. And yes, I see that opportunity in you, Sina. You may think my offer isn't sincere. Honestly, that's fair. But I think it is still the right thing to do for your situation one way or the other.
It's okay. I'm sure once you talk to the stall owners and explain your situation to them, they'll let you stay. You're going to have to be a little brave, but it's a chance to make a fresh start. I think it'll be worth it.
What she said. If you don't want to get too familiar with the cops, now's the time to start getting your act together. It sounds like you don't exactly enjoy living the way you do anyway, so what's the harm in taking him up on the offer?
When you guys put it like that, I guess I can't refuse. Alright, I'll work in your frickin' bazaar since you insist.
Your freaking bazaar.
I mean, if you really want me, that is.
Of course I do. We're happy to have you aboard.
Aw. That was a sweet outcome.
Phew. That solves that.
Finally. That girl sure made us earn our keep.
Don't I know it? Thanks for going to all the trouble. I really appreciate it. Now it's my turn to do the heavy lifting and support her. We've got a long road ahead of us, starting with getting the whole bazaar on board, but one way or another we'll make it work.
I bet you will. Good luck, mister.
Thanks. I'll never forget what you all have done for both of us.
All in a day's work.
Now, is that going to be Law or Gray?
Deposited.
I'm curious. Okay, I thought it might be Gray because... But I wasn't too sure on that. It did feel like the right... Hey. Reach Gray alignment 3 or above. And if that's 3... Wait, no. 1, 2, 3... Okay. It looks like 4, 5, maybe 6 maximum? So maybe we're halfway? Mayor Gray. I've definitely got to check what that is.
Shift into maintenance mode.
Whoa. Strength, ATS. Evasion 64? What the hell? Evasion and critical rate, physical damage. Huh. This one, yeah, this one just kind of seems better. Increased mobility when boosted. That's interesting. Trickster, good lord. Yeah, that evasion increase is insane, though. I mean, we lose our critical up, but I feel like...
I'm Mare, a dedicated custom hollow.
Yeah, no, I think that's just worth it, you know? Yeah, we'll stick with that. I don't really see any downsides to it, if you ask me. I wasn't expecting to get that type of stuff, but I'm not going to complain about it, that's for sure. Oh, they're just chilling over here, looks like now.
It's hotter than Gehenna.
Introduce all the vendors. Expect everyone to welcome her with open arms. Just part of the process.
Sounds like it'll be rough. Good luck, Sinem. You can do it. We've all got your back.
I'm not going to apologize for what I did. Oh boy.
Tell them that. I think everyone knows deep down that was the case. Still, if you understand what you did was wrong, it wouldn't hurt to tell them you're sorry, would it?
Man.
Right, I suppose we've been talking too long.
Sorry. Wow. That was just a really nice quest. I hope that... Huh. That's actually something I'm curious about in future in the next game. Because, you know, we have like dialogue choices that kind of change how things turn out. So I wonder how that's gonna end up working in the next game. Like if we end up coming back here in like a chapter in Daybreak 2 or something like that, how that'll end up carrying over. Or if it will carry over, maybe it'll just be like, you know, we won't see this character again or something like that. Hard to say. Let me just save just to be safe. I can see my own breath in front of my face. It is cold out here tonight. Oh shit. This is gonna be a pretty ass sight, isn't it? Oh, it is.
It's so pretty.
We're definitely in Tharbad with a view like this.
Yeah, you won't find this anywhere else in Calvard. And that over there must be the 6-star hotel we'll be visiting.
So that's the Ajamira Hotel. Even from this far away, it looks huge.
The Kowloon Hotel back in Lawnport's no slouch, but that palace of decadence might as well be made straight out of Mira.
I got to check out the observation lounge when I was here before, and it was so luxurious inside. I was blown away. The city at night looks amazing from up there, too. It felt different compared to Lawnport.
Huh, you don't say. Now I want to see for myself.
I'm really excited for all the stuff we're gonna end up doing in that place. Like overall, this chapter feels like it could be the coolest one yet. Because we've actually kind of built up to this film festival and stuff, so I could see things going completely insane. You know, like a kind of a turning point in the game or something almost.
Me too. I'm sure it's as nice as Fairy said.
I mean, I definitely think it's at least going to be steps above Chapter 1. I don't mean to trash on Chapter 1. It was still nice. But when you compare it to everything we went through in Chapter 2 and whatnot, it just really felt like, well, Chapter 2 and everything we've had this chapter so far, it just really feels like it got blown out of the water, you know? Like, asides, really, I'd say the most noteworthy thing, I liked Fairy's backstory, don't get me wrong. I still think it's really solid, and I enjoy her as a character. But I haven't really enjoyed her as a character much. No, how do I say it? I haven't enjoyed her as much until this chapter where we add Erin into the dynamic, and now she has like a really good thing going with the group dynamic and whatnot. And I think that's really good. Like, she's really starting to come around on me. And I just think that, you know, she's a great character now that we have all this going on. But back when it was just like her backstory holding her up, it wasn't nearly as interesting. She wasn't nearly as interesting or invested, a character I would be invested in nearly as much, you know? The personal connections sometimes in Trails kind of more so make the characters as good as they are, rather than their backstories. Not to say that Trails characters can't have real good backstories, that is definitely not the case. But, you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles, I'm afraid. But yeah, asides like, I'd say Walter was like the highlight of Chapter 1, and now we're kind of just, everything after was just kind of been getting better and better. Alright, that's enough talking about how Fairy's a bad character. Can't have you kids forgetting about work this quickly. I wasn't trying to, Van, jeez. Oh, we're gonna see them dancing? Yeah, hit that shit.
Hey Fairy, is that the dancing you saw before? I think it was a different dancer before, but yeah, it is. Let's check it out.
Wasn't it the other way around on them playing before, or no? Also, goddamn. Holy yo, the flip? Damn.
She's way better than the other dancer I saw. It's captivating, I can hardly take my eyes off.
Okay, yeah. No, they both know how to play that shit. Both know how to dance. They are both extremely good at dancing and very pretty. Not like the pretty part is like a big shocker considering this game. You guys are awesome. That's beautiful.
I felt like I was in a dream watching that.
I know. Like those two girls were the only thing in the whole world. Hooks, lines, and sinkers won't get you that good. So that's Central Eastern dancing, huh? For a couple of random chicks that know how to capture an audience.
Man, oh man, you girls are hot stuff. Or, no, that was a guy.
Thank you?
That's so much. Are you sure?
Go on, help yourself. We're taking a real liking to you girls. We asked you come in with us. We got a nice room in the entertainment district and everything.
Huh? Are you guys crazy?
Her voice is so high-pitched.
I'm sorry. We're still working.
What, that enough cash for you? Fine, we'll give you yours more as much as you like. Just come on in already.
Hey, yo, what the hell?
Let me go!
Shahina!
Hey, what do you think you're doing here? This isn't funny. Get your filthy hands off. Oh, shit. Yikes. You call it filthy, huh? You locals ain't good at niggle and scram.
Now!
Yeah, beat him up.
Ow!
Are you two alright?
Yeah.
Why did Fairy get voice acting there?
What is their problem?
Freaky kid. Hey, you two, what do you think you're doing? Get over here and... Huh?
What did they do? Bro just put like the gorilla grip on his shoulder there. Van, what are you up to?
I can't move. Well, we got some Jaeger drops outs, I see.
Sucks to be you two, having morons for bosses.
So, you're looking for some company, it sounds like? Got yourselves a pretty fancy room reserved here and everything.
The film festival's not for another 3 days, you know. What if we help to catch some Z's until then?
What's going on here?
Oh, it's the Bracer duo.
No, we got Bracers giving us grief. Shit. Just when we thought we could have some fun in this dump of a city, you guys had to ruin it. We better not catch you here again, or else there'll be hell to pay, you hear me?
Okay, nerds. That's supposed to be our line.
You guys were amazing. You got rid of them like they were nothing.
I'm so glad to see those guys caught. What a relief.
Oh, guess I made a bit of a scene. I'm sorry. It's okay, Fairy. It all worked out in the end.
Ugh. What a morning, and we only just got here. Hey, you ladies okay? Those guys didn't rough you up too badly, did they?
Oh, no. We're fine.
Thank you so much.
Well, looks like everything's under control. Yeah, I think those were the guys Zen mentioned before, too. The guys Zen's mentioned... resume the patrol. Back to it, I guess. Alright. Nope, we're chilling. Here, these are on me.
Wow, really? Thank you.
You really don't need to. You've already done so much for us.
No, I insist. Consider it my way of saying thanks for putting on such a good show.
We make a good act, right? Especially Sarah. Nobody's as good a dancer as her.
Shahina, stop.
I'm just glad to see you two are all right after all that. That's what counts. I'm really sorry for just barging in like that. I could have done better. Actually, what are your names?
Oh, I guess we haven't introduced ourselves.
They literally both just said that their names. What are you on?
I'm Sarah. My younger sister and I dance for a living.
Hello.
And I'm Shahina. Nice to meet you. Anyway, what's your deal, old dude?
Hey!
What do you all do? You don't look like bracers.
Van just throwing himself off a cliff in his mind. Did you just...
Shahina! Don't call him that. That's rude.
Huh? But he is. Isn't he?
Oh, my bones, they creak. I'ma die.
Freaking withers away into nothing. It's just... Looks like I'm not the only one who thinks you look old, Gramps. Shut up, it isn't funny. Anyway. He's sitting next to her so we can punch her in the face if she says that shit again. So you guys going... I gotta come up with a voice for her. She was kind of deep, but I gotta come up with a different deep voice. So you guys go around solving people's problems? That's interesting. I had no idea there were jobs like that in the capital. Could they be the ones people have been talking about since yesterday? Wow, that's so... Oh god, this is gonna be a hard one to do. Ugh. Please don't have too much dialogue. Actually, you just got introduced to the main plot and they had you at the start. You're definitely gonna be around a while. Oh well. Wow, that's so cool. It sounds like a really, grown-up thing to do. It's okay. You don't have to tiptoe around me. I'm over it. Sucks to be you, Chief. Anyway, real talk. I'm glad we were there to handle those guys for you girls. Do creeps like that tend to give you two grief a lot? Actually, no. The vast majority of tourists who come watch us are quite polite. Though I can't deny that sort of trouble has been on the rise all over the city the past few days. Well, that's a bummer. Could it be because of the film festival coming up soon? I think so. You only have to look at the parking lots to see what that there are people from all over Zemeria, not just Calvard, coming to attend. And among those visitors are guys who think they're hot shit, making it big through investments or startup companies. Perfect recipe for fun. Given that, I can understand how things would be happening around here. I'm sorry, I don't think I know what you mean. Could you? Don't worry about it. Just stuff to do with work on our end.
Well, you guys had crazy moves when you confronted those guys back there. Fairy was so fast I didn't even see her coming. And you two were super quick too. Hey, you all should learn how to dance while you're in town. I bet you'd do great. I'll teach Fairy and Sarah will teach Anyas. What do you say?
Shahina? I'm sure they've got more important things to do than hang out with us. I am a bit curious about how you guys dance now that you mention it. It was so pretty. You two are really amazing to watch. What sort of dance is it exactly? We come from a family of dancers that have passed our form down from generation to generation. Our mother taught us these moves. I guess I wouldn't be against teaching you a little about what we do if it helps keep our tradition alive. Alright. Clearly, it feels like we are meant to meet. If you're interested, I'd be happy to show you the basics. What do you say?
Wow, really? Sure, I'd love to learn more once we're done with our work here.
Well, if Fairy's in, I can hardly say no. I don't know if I'll be able to keep up with you, but I'll try my best. Ani's just gonna fall over flat on her face from, like, dying in her current outfit. You know, I bet there are things from it that I could apply to my sword dancing, too. I might just join in on those lessons. And then Van's just gonna be the only one that doesn't because he's old.
Whoa, you can do that? Hey, the more I think about it, the more I think you might even be able to pull off our outfits, too.
Oh yeah? Sure, that'd be a piece of cake. Nothing I haven't done before. Oh, I hadn't thought about wearing those outfits. Do I really want to?
I can't wait to start learning.
You kids do recall that we're here on assignment, right? Oh shit, who is it? Oh,
Hi,
Nina.
Dan. Thanks for picking up.
Hello, Ninar.
Looks like you're all in Tharbad.
Hey, stranger. Yep, we rolled in here first thing in the morning.
That's good. I hope the long drive didn't take too much of a toll on you. I know this might be a little early for you, but we also actually got in by airship just a little while ago.
Nice. So we'll be able to sit down and talk about the job soon. Do you want us to head over right away?
Oh, no, there's no rush. As long as we can talk by noon, any time works for us.
Alright.
Plus, we
Keep
still need to
it in
unpack
mind.
it.
Hey, Nina. Have you seen the key to my suitcase anywhere?
Gee, I wonder who that was. Can I replay that line?
Hey, Nina.
Sorry, the freaking... Like, the filter on it was going all kinds of whack there for, like, for, like, a sentence or two.
No. Why would I have seen that? Sorry about that. I'll see you all at the hotel then.
I wonder who it could be. Sounds good. See you then. Was that Nina you were talking to? Yeah, sounds like she just got into town. Once we find time, we should make our way over to the Ajamada Hotel. Still, that voice sounds like...
Hold on, did you say Nina as in Nina Fenley? You guys know her?
Don't mind her. She just really likes movies. Sometimes the big screen out in the entertainment district will show free movies, which we'll catch. Ever since they announced the film festival was coming to Tharbad, Shahina's been a ball of excitement.
Well, duh, how could I not be? Lots of famous actors, actresses, and directors are gonna be in town, not just Nina. Are you guys gonna go meet with her later? I'm so jealous. Ugh.
Do you want to try us to get an autograph from her? She'd probably say yes if we ask nicely.
For real? You do that for me?
Well, we can't make any promises, only if she's comfortable with it.
Oh, that's fine. Please, I love you guys so much. I promise not to call you an old guy anymore if you do this for me.
You don't have to keep bringing that up. I think there's no escape for you, dude. I'm glad to have met a kindred spirit out here. I'm really sorry about her. If you could do it, it would mean the world to her. Anyway, we should be in town for 2 or 3 days. If anything else comes up, feel free to contact us. It'll cost you extra, but we'll be more than happy to help. Oh, okay, thank you. We'll let you know if we need anything. Oh, they're definitely gonna need something by the end of this. Went back to perform some more, while Van and the others opted to visit the entertainment district. Here we go. Back to... Ooh, we can go talk to them, though.
My dialogue, I need it or I'll die.
I can't live without my dialogue.
Oh, it's not them, actually. Boys, a lesson. I won't be so mean to them, that's wrong. Man, this is a blocky-ass vehicle. Everything beside the tire. Look at this. This back is flat as my ass. Let's see. Tour guides. Okay. Beep, pop, boop, beep, 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 beep. Alright, that's good enough. I don't have to freaking wring everyone dry of every single potential line they could have.
Got it.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Side quests in my Trails game?
My fault.
Wait, what, huh?
Oops, my fault.
Okay, never mind. Game just says screw you. You're not allowed to go that way. Whatever. Fine, we'll do the plot first. Vegas film. Ayo. Damn. What, do we just have two big old maps here? This looks like the entertainment district. It's still pretty new. I think it opened only a decade or so ago.
Decade.
It certainly is bustling. For real, last time I was here, there weren't this many people.
Ain't just Calvardian tourists either. Lots of folk coming in from the Central East by the looks of it. This festival's shaping up to be even bigger than Messeldum's. Especially if that parade they're putting on.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Look, I got nothing against a good festival or parade, but if you ask me, the real excitement's in that casino, so... We're not going gambling, punk. Not like we've got that much time to kill anyway.
Let's make our way to the hotel. After that, we can walk around and do some shopping.
Nobody knows how to have fun around here. Let me back, I've got to get my side quit.
Fucker, what do you mean?
My fault.
It's not letting me do my thing. Where? Oh my god. The game isn't letting me do the one thing I want to do. You can't show me that stuff and then just go like, oh, actually, not right now, dude. I can't have you doing that, man. And now we have a million more NPCs to speak. Oh my god. Okay, I get it. Damn. Alright. This thing is putting me on rails. Jesus. Wait, well, you want this car? Dad give me to Russ? Damn, whoever this guy's dad is must have cash to burn. That's a fancy high-end urban sports car. That's only the start of it. The suspension underneath the beast is land carrier class, and the intake's been modified to handle frickin' sandstorms. Those aren't exactly off-the-shelf upgrades. You can only imagine how much mirror's been stuffed into this thing to trick it out like that. Young master, I am afraid this is out of the question. Your father has ordered me not to let you out of this city until you have completed your studies. Forgive me, sir. So what? There's nothing to stop the two of us from going on a little joyride across the sand dunes, right? Those are technically still within city limits, so it's not like we'll be breaking any rules if we take a little trip out there. Please, young master, you must be reasonable. The sand sea is simply too much to handle our gamboling about, I'm afraid. Jabolin, jabahibain, habibai, yabadabahia. Oh. Wait. Regard for others. Interesting. Ah yes, butlers must suffer. Oh well. Wow, you're pretty. Sorry. Usually I'm not much for a woman in uniform, but this lady's very pretty. I say that for a lot of people. It doesn't matter what their model is. I'll see, like, half the times I'll just see a new character. It doesn't matter if they're generic or not, and I'll just be like, pretty. I'll just go, awooga! DVD. Local police to do our best to keep the city safe.
Oops, my
Damn
fault.
you, game! Gene Coolberg. Aha, I can go this way. It's at least letting me go one way. Or another. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you. Alright. Speaking of pretty, let's see. This stuff's amazing. Check it out, Laurel. We don't have anything like this back home. Not even in the fancy department stores. Wait, is it the two I think it is? These rare Central Eastern items are pretty pricey, but something tells me if I don't buy something now, I'll regret it.
Oh, hey, look, they sell portable hookahs too.
No, this isn't the same duo, is it? Came to enjoy the film festival and try to rub elbows with celebrities. A little distracted, try to make our way towards Vegas Films. Hello, sir.
Perfect place, Tharbad, but happy here. Can't call yourself merchant if you're afraid of a challenge.
Welcome. Thank you for coming.
Anything. Maybe. I already got that. Gift for Yume. You can get her some free stuff.
We await your next visit.
Hold up. Aha! Give this to her. There you go. Free stuff for the child.
I'm so in love with this brand.
Well, I'm glad you're in love with said brand then. Ah, here's what I needed for a while. Wait, is it? Oh, this is definitely what I needed. All right. Time for us to finally get decked the hell out. It has been a hot minute. Doesn't really get a big buff for that. Sonic Blade. Arts damage, crit rate. Definitely want to get that. Arts res, evasion down by a slight bit. Let's get this for Van. I see no reason not to get it for you either. God damn. I have not bought upgrade equipment in so long that it almost feels weird. Usually I'd skip out on this type of stuff, but honestly my hands are so comfy underneath the blanket right now when it's so cold that I frankly don't care. Alright, that should be good. That should be good enough. You've done it. Whoa, there's another one. Hold up. Horrible stuff.
Welcome.
Yo, buddy old pal, my friend, my comrade-o. Person I've never met before, but I'm still gonna, ooh. Yeah, I do not have enough for all that. It's the one I would want, but cannot do anything with that quite yet, now can I? The game still wasn't letting me go that way. I'm just saving like a maniac on the odd hopes that maybe it'll work. Maybe the game will suddenly cut me some slack.
There's the plaza. It's right in front of the station.
They sure dumped a shit ton of Mira into this joint.
Wow, this place is so pretty.
This place houses a fancy hotel and Vegas Films. It's easy to forget we're right in the middle of a desert.
Damn, those two are getting down over there. Right in the middle of a desert is right. I can see why they went for this type of theme for this area, because like, man, despite the fact that it's like a desert town, it still has like a bunch of modern, it has like a really modern feel still. 4 SPG. Marcello. Legally gray business, but I'm being blackmailed into paying hush money if I want to continue working. Oof. Stall near the casino in the entertainment district. Alright. Alright, now that we're up to speed on our 4 SPGs, let's hit up the entertainment district again and see what's new. Hell yeah, gotta scope out the new hotspots so we can have some fun tonight. I see what you're doing, man. I'm not doing jack except working, now stay focused. Whoa, get a load of that guy, he's so hot. Wow, you're not kidding. I think we should maybe talk to him. Come on, let's chat him up. Hey, wait, I'm not ready to... What the hell? Hey, you're really easy on the eyes, you know. You some kind of rising movie star by any chance? What kind of movies do you act in, huh? Can I get your autograph? You're not too far off. I act, but not on the silver screen. Got some good taste in men, though. I'll give you that. Throw this dude in a wood chipper. You busy right now by any chance, hot stuff? We should get some drinks. I know a good place around here. You'll love it. Actually... Sorry to burst your bubble, but he's with us. We're on the clock right now, as a matter of fact. Oh, you're not half bad yourself, tough guy.
even if you're not really my type. What do you think, hun? What do you think, hon? Aren't you into older daddies like him? Oh my god. What the fuck? Wait, stop distracting me. So what if he's prime daddy material? What the fuck? Prime daddy material? This game isn't real. I am not a daddy. I'm only 24, damn it. Oh, forget it. You two are looking to hook up. Go hit up some other guys. We got work to do. You heard Papa Bear. Tell you what, though. If we bump into each other later, I'm game to chill with you ladies. Sound good? Aw, but I want to go out now. I am so sorry about her ambushing you guys like that. You need to chill out, girl. This is exactly why I told you not to drink in the middle of the day, because you get like this. Oh, give it a rest. I haven't had that much, really. Sure you haven't, and your breath smells like a bed of roses. Come on, let's leave them more alone already. Hey, I think when you drop something. What the oh. What is that thing anyways? I've been seeing it around town since we got here. Oh, is that the portable hookahs they were talking about? Ah, yep. A hookah? This is one of the things they sell in the bazaar, right? You know, it doesn't look the best when they have like that green liquid inside of it. Is that... We've talked about the hookahs a few times. Is that going to be a plot point? All around, they're great. All the fun of a hookah pipe and it's extra portable. Oh boy. We'll pass. We're underage. Are you crazy? You dumbass just tried to get these kids a smoke. Think for a sec. I really am sorry about her, I swear. I'm gonna beat her upside the head later, alright? You've caused enough trouble. What the fuck just happened there? That was not the sound of her beating her friend over the head. That was the sound of somebody in my room, by the way. That woman definitely seems to know how to have a good time, I guess. Who'll do that to you? Man, I wish I could get shit-faced during the day. Lucky girl. It's festival season. We're bound to run into some tourists living it up. That being said, there's something else that smells about this, and it's not that woman's breath. That was a very interesting cutscene. I can't believe, you know, I know that it served an actual purpose aside from just being funny as hell, but it still was funny as hell. Just prime daddy material. I can't get over it. Never. Oh my god. The people that localize these games need to be put into like a back alley and shot to death. I hate them so much. But in like a nice way, in like a very friendly way. I get tired when you aren't used to it. Smoke a bit of hookah on the job and I get written up for it. Bit harsh for just a minor offense, don't you think? Bro, you need to be fired. New pocket sizer you can buy though. Pretty interesting to hear. Maybe I'll go cut some. Bro, you're losing your job. Or if you aren't, then I'm worrying for the people that are in charge around here. So hot. I was in October and still feeling like this. Next time I engage in talks to do business with the Central Eastern firm, I'm gonna ask for winter meetings. Anyway, is there gonna be some sort of festival here? People seem to be awfully excited about whatever's brewing in town. I think you're just oblivious. Oh shit, Nate? Oh great, it's a Spriggan and his lackeys. What are you people doing out here of all places? What's going on, baby? Do you know these people? Relax, we're just out here on business. Sometimes the job takes us out of Edith. We aren't glued to the capital, you know. I'm more curious what you're doing all the way out here, detective. Bit out of your jurisdiction, ain't it? Guess our big city detective here got some time to kill if he's able to take his lady friend down to the film festival. Shut it. I'm off duty right now, so what's the matter to you? Besides, she wants to see the film festival too, you know. Just don't go causing me any headaches, alright? Last thing I need is you getting in the way of my vacation. You know, it'd be cool if he actually got involved in the plot out of nowhere for some reason. Wouldn't it be easy to just pretend we're not here and go on with your date? You need to learn to chill out sometimes, pal. You don't know how long it took me to get her to finally agree to this trip. I won't let you or anyone else ruin this for me. At first I thought it was a bit early for us to be taking any trips, but the film festival is as good a reason to go as any.
Might as well have some fun now that I'm here either way. True. Looking forward to the film festival. Oh, it's these two again, I think. Yeah, didn't we meet them in Lawnport or something? Never been in a place like this. Give it a chance. Movies are getting popular in the Central East. I'm sure they understand what makes them so special. God himself has been putting it all together. Gotta account for something. Hotel from a movie. If I get some location hunting in, it could be a good trip after all. Aw. We're still not over these two just freaking jamming out over here. You know, I don't think the OST is actually playing our IRL, so you know, like they're just freaking, in reality, all they have for background is the sound of this freaking fountain. Need something to cope? Yeah, I cope often. Cope about what? Life.
Thanks a bunch.
All right, how much more do we have? We still got a few people to talk to here. We're almost to the end. You know, like I said, we're just doing this the first time, and these two kind of stand out, though. It's the Aljamira Hotel. I know we don't have any business there, but wow, it sure would make for some amazing shots if we got to film it. It's nice and all, Nino, but are you telling me you didn't notice the famous director who literally just walked right past us? You know that guy with the glasses? They had to have been this Leslie Lamb, the director, I just know it. Holy crap, good eye. I didn't realize that at all. Guess that's why I'm wearing these glasses. Did you happen to see where he was headed? It looks like he was walking over to Vegas Films. Wait, that's where we're supposed to be going. Yikes, you're totally right. I got so caught up sightseeing I forgot why we're here. Interesting. These two definitely stand out. The glasses duo. Alright. I forgot about memory quartz. You know, I definitely gotta walk in here and see what's going on. Isaac. I'm so tired. I'm already occupied enough just helping out with preparations. So of course Mr. Gotti had to come in and embark one of his elaborate orders at the last minute, which, you know, that's great. Just swell. Worse still, I've got President Dillon breathing down my neck, trying to rush everything. And now they want me to take care of pitches on top of that? It's not even kind of part of my job officially. Poor dude, he's going through it. Yo, this dude stands out. This is a surprise. Both Gotti and President Dillon being nowhere to be found. That's unfortunate. As something of a friendly rival of his, I was hoping to say hello to Gotti and wish him luck. Well, I'm sure we'll cross paths at the festival. At the festival one way or another. Even if I have no intention of losing this year. Is that who I think it is? Yep, director Leslie Lamb from Colin Pictures. Hell of a guest list the festival's got if he's here. The event's got the Leon d'Or Award for directors, that's why. Just about every director worth their salt will be attending for that. Though, given the film festival's all about entertainment, people are betting either Gotti or Lamb will end up taking it home. Huh? Well, it could just end up being rigged if Gotti's in charge of it, but who knows. I mean, I assume no one would rig a thing unless they gave out at least a few prizes to other people, you know? Even if you end up getting the majority. People coming and going for the film festival, yada yada yada. Anyone else? No, I think it's just this.
That's true.
True. This place is interesting though. Alright. Oh. We got a worker man out here. We got one last shop to check out, and it's a dude. You all enjoying Tharbad so far? You know, if there's one thing good about a musical movie, it's music. Music and singing. There's plenty. And do that, I'm too a musician myself, but you can bet I'll be there at the course of my way over here.
Look around all you like.
Are you trying to tell me to check you out?
Peace out.
Like, bro is just chilling to the max over there. What's up these two over here? Yapping about something or another. Again, I'm worried because there's two freaking, like, side quest things off to the, you know, side that I literally can't do anything about. Bro is just fishing right outside here. That's bold. Maybe he's a main character in disguise. Only a Trail's main cast member would do that.
The Aljamira Hotel. Just looking at it is breathtaking. Tell me about it. Last time I was here, I only got to check out the observation deck.
This place screams celebrities and millionaires. Wouldn't mind staying here once, just to see what it's like. Somehow I think we are gonna be staying here. Not on our budget. Night here can easily cost more than the office rent if we ain't careful. I bet.
Is it seriously that much?
Who knows, maybe if we're a guest of honor or something. Or if we have a connection. Maybe, you know, the people that we're working for or something, I don't know.
It's definitely a place for those who have more money than they know what to do with.
Welcome to the Aljamira Hotel. I take you to Van Arkwright and his companions. We've been expecting you.
Dude, this dude's buff.
Our guest is waiting for you. Please follow me.
Lead the way. That was an unusual ingredient. Yeah, exactly. Thanks. Glad you're already filled in. Yeah, just ignore it and move on. I was wondering what that was about too. Hey, Nina.
Hey, everyone. Thanks for taking the time to come all the way out here. You must be exhausted after such a long drive.
Nah, it's good to go on a road trip every once in a while.
Your trip must have been pretty tiring too. Did you take an airship from Edith to get here?
I only got here just a bit ago. And I don't believe we've met yet, have we?
Oh, right.
No, we haven't. It's nice to meet you. I'm Agnes Claudel. I work as Van's part-time assistant. It's a real nice honor to meet you, Nina. I loved Along the Sea Breeze.
Really? I'm flattered. That was my very first film, you know.
Oh, I remember that one. Kinda plain, but the camera work was stellar. Really emotive stuff. In a way, the fact that you never overpowered any scene you were in made it stand out even more. I liked it.
Oh my, I never would have guessed you'd seen it too, Van.
Neither would I. Do you watch a lot of romantic movies, Van?
Yeah, I do it when I'm thinking about Elaine.
Wait, what?
Sure, I'll watch just about any movie.
There are romance movies? I wonder if you need to be older to watch them.
Yeah, just full of surprises, huh? First I hear you got a sweet tooth and now this. Guess you're not as tough as you look. Oh, shut up. A guy can be tough and like whatever he wants. I don't know, I feel like there's like certain... I feel like being tough works on like a demerit scale, you know? You become less tough the more that you, the more problems that they see. You know, if you've got sweets, you watch kind of some girly stuff or more feminine things. I don't know, maybe you like animals too much and, oh, that's too cutesy or something like that.
Hey, Nina. I'm coming in.
Oh, fuck, it's her. Oh, God. This is gonna be a funny-ass scene now.
Heard some chatter in there. I'm guessing they're all here?
I still don't understand what in the world you...
Like, all it took was a single line. I love the voice actress for
I
Judith.
still don't understand what in the world you...
Yeah.
Hi, Judith. Perfect timing.
Well, this is a surprise.
Hold the... Is that the Judith Lanster? In the flesh?
You all are...
Aaron has no fucking clue. Bro is clueless. We're with Arkwright Solutions, ma'am. I'm Van Arkwright, head honcho. You must be the other client Nina mentioned. Pleasure doing business with you. Bro is all business. He is just trying to ignore the fact. Oh, this is gonna be funny. Oh, I love this theme. We're all just chilling on a freaking patio. Yep.
That was a really amazing lunch. Thank you.
First class joint like this, you definitely get what you pay for.
I'm pretty new to all this, but it was sure was tasty, whatever it was.
So rich and a great sweet aftertaste. The camel's milk in this is better than I could have imagined. And the flavor from that fresh cacao, it's a damn tragedy you can only get the stuff locally. We really are in a desert oasis. Hell, better than that, an actual Shangri-La! Give it a rest already, will you?
Don't mind him. You'll get used to it soon enough. I'm glad you like the cake so much. Judith and I are both big fans of it too. Actually, speaking of which, what's wrong, Judith? You've sure been quiet. You haven't eaten much at all either. You're not coming down with something, are you?
Oh boy, I have to come up with the Judith voice now. I definitely want to try to match the VA on this because they do an amazing job with her. What? No, I'm fine. Couldn't be better, in fact. Giving him the side eye. Never mind me. Now that lunch is over, let's get to the topic at hand. Nina has more or less filled me in on what's going on. I know of your work, or what you do as a Spriggan, to be more precise. Sorry, I needed to come up with something for a thumbnail. I haven't really gotten much material this time around. Word's gotten around about you. But should we really be paying out of our pockets to ask you people to handle such an assignment?
Judith, are we really gonna have this conversation again?
Look, I'm not saying I doubt your intuition, but we have to consider our positions as celebrities. That Dingo Brad, was it? He seems trustworthy enough as a reporter, I'll grant that. But if things go south, the scandal could be awful.
Sure, but...
That's a big-time star for you. Keeping up appearances priority number one. I mean, I get it. Can't exactly be the easiest thing. Calling in a favor to people who will live on and work in society's underbelly. But if I had to guess, there's probably a reason you'd rather not get the Bracer Guild involved either, yeah? Guess that hit the nail on the head.
Sure looks like it.
Eh?
To be clear, there's nothing shady or scandalous going on with us specifically. It's just, the entertainment world is a small one. We can't rule out the chance that this is a harassment from someone in the industry. But if we turn to the police or the guild, it's bound to go public, so... I understand. If it isn't a serious crime, you would rather settle things privately, is that it?
Yeah, that's it exactly. Thank Adios, someone here understands. I think we all got the idea. What isn't adding up is why we are such a big problem help-wise. The way you keep going on, if anyone's suspicious here, it's you. Now we're getting somewhere. Aaron knows how to get through things in his own way. Well, nobody said anything about you bringing any girls along. You wouldn't know, but last time I saw you, you were putting them in serious danger by...
Wait, I'm confused. Do you know these people? No, we don't. Could she be talking about the film screening?
We have two clueless people, and two that aren't as much. I feel like Aaron's actually knows more than Aunius at this point, like the way he's looking like, Not really. I just happened to see them at a showing, that's all. Alright, fine. It certainly seems like you guys know how to handle yourselves in a rough situation. But how good are you at tracking down culprits and uncovering things quietly?
I mean, if we had to say...
You know, before we got here, we took a bit of a stroll around town. There was something that struck me as odd.
Odd? Like what?
Let me ask you guys something. Now that we've walked around a little, did you notice anything that's strange or anything that stuck out? If I didn't know better, I'd say you're off your rocker, but in this case...
Yeah, now that you mention it, Tharbad feels a lot more rambunctious than when I was here last. If I had to put into words what felt off, it would be...
Oh boy. The amount of commotion, the number of tourists. The desert. Hold up, what are we going on about? Getting somewhere. Alright. Okay, how good are you at tracking down culprits and uncovering things quietly? Took a bit of a stroll around town, someone that struck me as odd. Notice anything that changed or anything that stuck out. The desert environment. Amount of commotion, number of tourists. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. I hate everything. I hate everything. I've got to fucking reload the game. You're talking about all the commotion around here, aren't you? There's a big film festival starting soon, it's true. It seems like people are getting a little carried away even beyond that. I was gonna say I guess commotion works, but I was thinking that like tourists, like there's a lot of tourists and that's also true. And I was just kind of going down the line of the second one. I don't know. Really? What do you mean exactly? Think about it like this. They're still getting everything ready, right? It's not even time for the main event. But what was the first thing we saw when we got here this morning? This place is as busy as Lawnport at happy hour. Not to mention the guys who tried to start something with those sisters.
It definitely feels like there's something in the air, like people are more prone to getting into fights. I think so too, even if I don't understand why.
Maybe it's related to those hookahs or something.
It's possible it's related to this assignment somehow though. Huh, that's interesting.
That's just the tip of the iceberg though. Something about this town stinks real bad. And not to toot our own horns, but we're just as good at sniffing around as bracers, if not better.
Well, you heard him, Judith. He sounds confident. What do you say?
Fine, alright. I can't really help griping when these people have clearly done their homework. I'm still not getting my hopes up too high, mind you, but I'll join Nina in making this a formal request from the two of us. Show me what you people are more than just talk and deliver us results. And I want the girls to stay safe out there, you hear me? I'm not just talking about avoiding fights. The entertainment district here isn't exactly safe or a good influence in general. You two guys I don't care about. Go nuts if you want. Wow, I can really feel the love.
Wait, hold on. What's so bad about this entertainment district? Let's not worry about that, Fairy. Anyway, we'll be careful, Judith. I promise.
Yeah!
I see you're all having a party in here.
I'm glad this fucking dude shows up this early now.
Hey, it's the big
Hey
man.
there, Judith. And glad to see you're doing great, Nina, baby.
Baby!
Sleazeball activated.
Huh?
Wait, isn't that
Mr. Gotti?
What are you doing here? You can't just barge in on people.
I heard you girls were in town. I could not come over and say hello now, could I?
This freaking music for this dude.
We're all friends here. There's no need to be all formal.
Oh, and who might you two ladies be? You both look a little young, but with a bit of polish, I'm sure you would shine bright. Tell you what, why don't you take part in my carnal cavalcade? Get a taste for the limelight.
Pardon me? What's the cavalcade?
Well, this guy's a piece of work.
Ah, and you look like someone who'd take to the silver screen. We've already got plenty of guys in the parade as it is, but you can never have enough feminine charm. What can I do to convince you to go out there and cross-dress as a lady, huh?
Now you've done it. I'll have you know I can play a woman just fine. That said, I think I know who you are now. There's no doubt. We're looking at director Salvatore Gotti himself. This dude gets his own theme.
Oh, you mean the guy who made Golden Blood? And he's involved with the film festival at every level, as I understand.
Don Tootin! Can't say I'm shocked you kids recognize me. You are here for my film festival after all, yeah.
I had the pleasure of seeing Golden Blood for what it's worth. Cinematography, when things hit a fever pitch, still didn't get in the way of how clever it all was. It's an amazing sequence. Not to mention the way the protagonist makes the audience feel right at the climax. Themes of freedom from oppression, and a celebration of life at the same time, both coming through without clashing. It was great.
Well, I'll be damned. Son, I don't know who you are, but I see a bright future for you too.
Holy shit, he called me son.
I'm young and hip. You're right on the money. I wanted my main character Zoe to free the humanity and the heroes trapped inside audiences.
Enough already, you two. Sheesh. Mr. Gotti, I think that's enough for now.
If you're so discerning, then you'll have no trouble appreciating my carnal cavalcade. I can't go into details, but what I can say is that it'll bring together lots of models, dancers, and actresses, including our Judith and Nina. It's going to make for one killer opening act for the film festival, I tell ya. Even if it'll also be garnished with some guys, too.
So that's what he's putting on. Sounds pretty fun if you ask me.
Yeah, it's gonna be all kinds of fun if you catch my drift. So basically, you're gonna build off your work in Golden Blood and break new ground again, right? You got it! You really get what I'm going for. Tell me, boy, what do they call you? Van Arkride. Nobody special, just a gopher from the capital. Here, let me give you my business card.
Damn, exchanging with Gotti? Bro knows his stuff. Well, it's good to see they're so excited.
Those two are ridiculous. Can't President Dillon keep a tighter leash on Salvatore?
Believe me, life would be so much easier if I could.
Yeah, it's him. I like his voice actor. I hear him in a few things. He's always awesome.
Anyway, who are these people? I think one of them said he was a gopher. Better than a news reporter, I suppose.
Huh. Sorry.
Oh, don't mind them. They're here on personal business for us. Yes, they're just helping out with a bit of a private matter.
Yeah. All right. I'll leave it to you. More importantly, Judith and Nina, I know you two just got here, but could you come upstairs? There's someone I'd like to introduce you to.
Who is it? Wait, you don't mean...
Come on, I need you two in the lounge on the top floor. It'll be rude to keep them waiting. We'll be taking our leave now. You too, Gotti. Hey, hold on, Gaspard. I'm not done talking to these kids. We still need to negotiate their appearance and the... Don't make me repeat myself. Time is money here. We really must be going. Right now. Hey, wait! You kids, I promise I'll be in touch. My people, your people, do lots over.
Phew. That guy was like a tornado.
Some luck we have running into both Gotti and President Dillon of Vegas Films himself.
Mr. Dillon sure seemed to have trouble keeping Mr. Gotti under control.
What a cast of characters we've already come across here. Good lord. Gotti's proof that you can't work in show business unless you have, well, a few screws loose.
Though to be fair, that is part of the reason his films are so powerful. Just to be clear, not everyone working in this industry is as out there as him, I swear. Yeah, maybe about 30% have their heads on straight. Maybe. Anyway, looks like business calls. We'd better be on our way too. You're free to decide the best course of action while you're in town. Just make sure to report to us directly both tonight and tomorrow night, alright? Other than that, we won't tell you what to do. Make sure to have some fun at the film festival itself, too, if you can.
Oh, you bet. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Wish us luck, ladies. We'll see what we can dig up. We won't come back empty-handed. Sounds good to me. See you tonight.
Oh, I just remembered. Hey, Agnes.
I really wonder how she's gonna end up joining us. I assume it's gonna be that her job isn't all that it's cracked up to be or something like that. I feel like it was harder to predict how Aaron's was going to turn out and how he was going to end up joining us, but Judith, I can take a better guess.
Oh, right. Say, you two, before you go, could we ask for a little favor?
Yeah. Oh, I get extra SP. Oh, that's real cool.
You think Shahina will like these? Absolutely. We'll have to figure out a good time to give them to her.
It's 1 p.m. now. At this point, there've got to be more people. There's got to be even more people milling around. Let's do another tour around the city, especially the entertainment district. We might spot something we didn't see before. All right, if that's the price I pay to keep a couple of actresses company, it must be pretty raring to go after having that fancy cake, huh? That's part of it, but I also feel like I can start putting you guys to work in earnest. Somewhat, at least. This next phase ought to make for good real-world training. I've taught you three how a Spriggan operates, how they think. Now it's your turn to go out there and work like one.
Right. Roger.
Sounds good to me. Just don't get too full of yourself with that kind of talk, man. Okay, the side quests are still there. We're chilling. Wait, that didn't... Okay, it didn't reset everything. We just have, like, free reign over stuff now, which is real nice. Yeah. I think we're gonna call it there, though. I don't think we're gonna get a much better spot than that. And, you know, we explored a lot. We got to see some of the character. We got to meet Shahina and Sarah. We got to take care of some side quests around town. We got to explore. We got to meet we got to meet up with Nina. We got to meet Judith again, finally. And we got to meet Gotti and President Dylan. Like, I'd say that's pretty good, you know? We're learning a lot about Tharbad as well, which is very cool. This is a very cool area in general. Like, I think I was really hyped for Lawnport, but Tharbad's also really solid. And Edith, too. Again, I don't hate on Cray. It's just kind of, you know, it's just kind of like a small little village, though, compared to the rest. It's hard not to compare the other ones and say that they're all way better than that one, because that one isn't really meant to be too impressive, you know? But the rest of these have been top-notch, you know? Edith has been really fun to explore little by little, more and more. It's been a blast to see all of... It was a blast to see all of Lawnport. And, you know, see the Eastern Quarter finally, see the other sections as well. And then Tharbad, it's just really nice to have like a desert-themed area for the first time in all of Trails, you know? I mean, granted, it doesn't really look like it from here, but you can still see the dunes out there. Obviously, we'll probably be going outside of town afterwards, at some point. And that'll be real interesting, too. But we're gonna call it there for now. Next time on Trails Through Daybreak, we're gonna go and explore Tharbad, I guess. Take care of the side quest that we were incapable of indulging in this time. And yeah, we'll see what else we can dig up. Thank you very much for watching, and adios, ciao, and bye-bye. Signing off until next time. Ja, matane.